What's good, my NC peeps? In honor of the opening day of the North Carolina State Fair, we are going to do the North Carolina State Fair do's and don'ts, yays or nays. Here we go. First don't use the porta potties unless absolutely necessary. Use the bathroom at home. Get it all out your system before you get there, because you're gonna be eating and you're gonna be riding rides, and you don't want them problems. It's gonna be disgusting in them joints, and the lines are gonna be crazy long. Come already light on your feet. That's the number one rule at the State Fair, especially if you're gonna be riding rides like my number one overall ride, the Gravitron. How many people remember the Gravitron? I don't even know if they still have it or where it's called, where you at, but this one is super nostalgic. I mean, it legit felt like you was going on a mission with your homies, like, for real. I remember the lines being dumb long and the anticipation just building up while you were standing in line trying to decide if you really wanted to do this or not. And of course, you'd always say yeah. And it was finally your time, your crew's time to make it inside the ride, and it legit felt like you was going on a spaceship, for real. You found your little platform that you laid against, you took a deep breath and glanced around and saw the scared, excited faces, and you knew it was on. They'd close the hatch, the colored lights would start strobing, doing their thing, the music would start playing, and you would start spinning and spinning and spinning. On the outside, it's going Mach 20. On the inside, it feels like you're stagnant, basically, but you can feel the G-forces against your chest and your face. And then what happens? You see someone start levitating, and then someone next to you starts levitating. Next thing you know, you're levitating. I never knew if there was like a little sliding board, if it was just our body sliding up, but it was crazy. Like, you sit there, try to get up, you can't move. You see everyone else struggling. People's faces get pulled back and start flattening out because of the G-forces. And of course, as a young man, you start seeing things you probably shouldn't be seeing. It's wild. I guess I could say it was kind of orgasmic. I mean, you would get lightheaded. You go through this major high of music and sounds and people screaming or whatever. And then it starts to come back down, start slowing down. And then it just feels like everybody went through a shared experience. Like, wow, that was great. And once your heart rate stabilized a little bit, you almost were willing to go again. It's a lot. For these reasons, this is why you do not eat or have to go to the bathroom before you get on the Gravitron. Because it could be problematic. I've heard horror stories about the Gravitron. You don't want to be one of them. And I don't want to be on the Gravitron when something like that happens. So, but yeah, Gravitron. The next do we have is a swing buggy, also known as the Disco Express in some places. What it is basically a car you sit in, and it can fit up to probably like 3, maybe 4 people. But how you want to set it up is you just want you and the girl you like to be in that car. You don't want that third wheel person, because what happens, you go around this little track that goes up and down, it goes faster and faster and faster in a circle. And what ends up happening is the person sitting next to you, preferably your girl, starts sliding towards you, because you're on the outside if you're a gentleman, and because that centripetal force is pushing her towards you. So what you got to do now, you got to put your arm around her, you got to, protect her, keep her safe, you know what I'm saying? That's why you don't want a third wheel, because while you trying to mac, the person next to you is going to be crushed up against your girl, and it's going to cause for an awkward situation. And if my memory serves me right, they usually let this ride go on for a little while. So yeah, especially if it's another dude on the other side, this could be weird, bro. But anyways, yeah, if this is done right, this is definitely a do situation type ride. Plus they play good music, so it's a win-win. My first don't definitely got to be the chair swing ride or the swing carousel. You can be up there trying to play it cool with your date or whatever like that, but trust me, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, the only thing protecting me right now is this thin little metal bar that you just kind of slung over your chains in front of you, and a chain that's connected to probably like a nut or a bolt at the top of this swinging arm that's going however many miles per hour. If one bolt get loose or a chain snap, next thing you know, you're on some Final Destination-ish, flying over Hillsborough Street or Western Boulevard, flying over NC State, over I-40, landing somewhere near the I-95 exit. There is a whole lot of trust that goes into riding that ride. And I'm in a stage of my life where I'm not really down with putting that much trust into a Carney Mechanics work ethic, you know what I mean? Next up, we have the pirate ship. Now, this is a do and a don't, because there's levels to this. With some of them, the most they'll do is they'll swing from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock and just keep it in that nice little groove. They stay at the bottom, they're family friendly. But then there's others that want to rock around the clock. They'll go all the way up to 12 and just hang out there for a second, watch all your money and your cell phones drop out the pocket. People are screaming from the ship as their hair hangs down and glasses are falling off, only being secured by a lap bar. And also the people on the ground are screaming because they think their loved ones are about to fall out of the ship. And then right before you think you're about to faint, it swings right back on down. Yeah. That's a major don't for me, dog. Now, this do or don't is definitely a personal preference choice. Yeah, you want to come fly, but watch your fit game, watch the sneaks you wear, because they definitely will not come back looking as crisp as they were when you came through the gates. Them joints will not look the same at the end of the night. You might have to park on Blue Ridge Road and walk all the way to that mud. There's gonna be dirt and grass stains. You might spill something on them, some ketchup, some mustard, who knows. You're definitely gonna scuff them up on a rod, something, rocks, dirt, all that. But hey, if you got it like that and want to wear your Yeezys and Concord 11s and Travis Scotts, by all means do so. Be fly all day, every day. No hate. Also, if you coming on a dating situation, plan it out, because if y'all just kind of want to walk around and play games, that's cool. But if you want to have fun and ride rides, don't play the games first and you end up winning her something huge like this Jamaican Rasta monkey. Ain't gonna be fun, because you'll be walking around with this big old stuffed animal all night trying to figure out where you want to put it. And she wants that stuffed animal. Trust me. So you ain't just gonna leave it abandoned somewhere. She wants that. So that's your buddy for the rest of the night. Think about that. So yeah, plan this out kind of accordingly as to how you want your day to go. Speaking of games, the basketball, that's a nay. It's an ultimate. I gotta show that I got some game. They're gonna make mad money off our male ego and wanting to show our girl that we still got it from our high school and college days. Or to show your kids you're not a weakling. And are supremely confident that they're gonna make this shot. Yes, someone eventually will make the shot, but you're gonna spend about $75 before you actually sink one, unless you get lucky. Yeah, the sign may say regulation rims, but they mean height-wise. The rim itself is usually either bent or just the size of the ball, so you almost have to switch it perfectly to get it in. Not to mention the balls are usually flat and ratted out, and the balls usually feel a little heavy and weighted down like a medicine ball, and it's hard to get it to the rim. Yeah, this game is rigged against you, so this is a don't for me. Or do. Just don't go broke doing. The racehorse game, this is a definite yay for me. First of all, there's a good chance you're gonna win. Two, I don't know what it is, but it brings out the competitive nature in everybody up there. It feels like you're at the bookies, you know what I mean? Like you're for real at the Kentucky Derby, just minus the mint juleps. Either you do it with the little rolly balls that fall into the hole, I forgot what they call them, tripping. Or ski balls, or you do it with a water gun. Either way, it's fun. The ring toss is a major nay. You are not going to win. Leave it alone. Ditto for the milk jug softball toss, whatever it's called. You're not going to win. This is a major don't. That third bottle is not going to fall over no matter what you do. You may have to come out there with a daggone Yasiel Puig or a Aroldis Chapman arm to knock that joker over. And none of those things is happening. Now, if you want to win a game for your girl, do the balloon pop. I mean, you're almost guaranteed to win something in there. You're going to pop at least 1 or 2 balloons unless you're just extremely uncoordinated and have never thrown a dart in your life. You are going to win something, even if it's something small, which is actually ideal because you can still walk around and, ride rides and do all that stuff. Balloon pop game, the original balloon pop game, not that dating game stuff that you see on TV today, is definitely a yay for me. Now, I can't skip out on the fair food. This is personal preference, to each his own. A turkey leg is always a go. It gets a major yay for me anytime. Well, not anytime. Again, at the end of the night, because who really wants to be walking around with a big old Flintstone turkey leg gnawing on that mug all day with greasy hands? You need napkins. And now you got the itis. You don't feel like doing nothing. Don't feel like riding nothing. Now, unless you're just there to eat, then hey, do your thing. Also, check for the turkey leg place with the longest line. Yes, I said longest line. It's not going to take that long to get through, but it's going to be a long night when you chewing through a bunch of leather. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go to the one that has the most moist turkey legs and not the driest. My go-to fair food is none other than the corn dog. Very traditional. A hot, savory, crunchy, yet moist and fluffy corn dog. What? Got the mustard, got the ketchup. It's on a stick, easily to discard. You're probably not going to get the itis from it. It's not too filling. It's a win-win. Like, when's the last time you had a bad corn dog? Unless it's cold, that's the only thing that will kill a corn dog. It's a yay for me, dog. A new North Carolina fair staple is the Krispy Kreme burger. When you first hear about it, you're like, I don't know about that. But once you take that luscious bite, it's one of the best things you will ever have in life. It's a yay for me, dog. Now, the funnel cake is a nay for me. I know it's a traditional thing. Everybody loves it, but it gets soggy and it loses its heat too fast. And once it loses heat, I'm done with it. So, I mean, it's all right. But it's a nay for me, but I'm sure a lot of people say yay for the funnel cake. And lastly, for the food, this is a major nay. Like, why are we frying ingredients? Like, or something that's supposed to be in the mixture? Fried butter, really? Who's eating this? Why are you eating this? What made you want to eat this? You need to go to your doctor ASAP. We trying to get you back home. You laid out on the side of the road somewhere clutching your arm. No, don't eat this, please. Just say no to fried butter. I'm begging you. As far as going to shows at Dorton Arena on the fairgrounds, you better be on a Weight Watchers plan right before you go there, or be cutting calories, because them seats are tiny and they are hard. No elbow room, none of that, bruh. Little hard metal red seats. If whatever act you're gonna go see is good enough to sit through that, then cool, do you? But that's a major nay for me. I've done it before, never again. Of course, we gotta show love to the 4-H homies, the agriculturalists, the ones that bring out the animals, the cows, the pigs, the award-winning roosters, or whatever else they have, the pumpkins, the squash, all that stuff. Definitely something cool to go check out. Again, something to do towards the end of the night on your way out, probably, because otherwise you're gonna be smelling like cows and roosters and goats for the rest of the night. But yeah, check out the 4-H homies. That's a yay for me, dog. And lastly, definitely go to canned good night where you can donate a canned good to the North Carolina Hunger Relief Fund or whatever it's called specifically. I forgot.
And with your canned goods, you can get in free or reduced rate, something like that.
But yeah, you go there. It's gonna be the littest night because there's gonna be the most people there. You know, people gonna come out that night for sure, for sure. So yeah, definitely support that.
It's a do for me, dog.
Once again, this was do's and don'ts, yays and nays for the North Carolina State Fair. Have fun, be safe. North Carolina everywhere.